Welcome to CoinAZ Pulse, your trusted gateway into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and forgotten currency history. From ancient empires to modern rarities, we uncover the stories, values, and secrets behind some of the world's most remarkable coins. Whether you're a collector, a history lover, or simply curious, we bring you well-researched insights, real coin values, and expert commentary you won't find anywhere else. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because every coin has a story, and CoinAZ Pulse is here to tell it. Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to the channel where we explore some of the most fascinating coins from around the world. Today, I want to talk about a seemingly simple but surprisingly valuable piece of American numismatic history, the 1975 USA 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the penny. At first glance, the penny may not seem like the most exciting coin out there. It's small, copper-colored, and worth just 1 cent. So why would anyone pay thousands of dollars for one? Well, that's exactly what makes certain pennies so fascinating. Not all pennies are created equal, and the 1975 penny is a perfect example of that. Let's start by painting the picture of this coin's place in history. The year 1975 was a unique time for the United States. The country was recovering from the economic turmoil of the early 1970s, marked by inflation and the aftermath of the Vietnam War. The penny design at this time featured Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse, a design that has remained largely unchanged since it was first introduced in 1909. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. But here's the thing, while the design might seem ordinary, some 1975 pennies have become extremely valuable, especially in mint condition or with certain rare variations. You see, coin collectors, or numismatists as they are called, are always on the lookout for rare minting errors, unusual variations, or coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. And the 1975 penny ticks several of those boxes. First off, let's talk about mint marks. In 1975, pennies were minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins do not carry a mint mark, Denver coins carry a D, and San Francisco coins are marked with an S. Among these, the San Francisco coins were primarily produced as proof coins, which means they were struck with specially polished dies and planchets to create a much sharper and more detailed finish. These proof coins, especially from 1975, are highly sought after because of their quality and rarity. Next, there are varieties and errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, mistakes happen. Coins can have double dies, off-center strikes, or even variations in the metal composition. The 1975 penny has a few known die varieties that collectors love to chase down. For example, there are pennies with slight doubling on the date or the word Liberty, which can increase the coin's value significantly. Errors like these are like the holy grail for collectors because they are unique and tell a story about the minting process. Now, condition is everything in coin collecting. A 1975 penny that's been circulating for decades and shows signs of wear and tear will have a value close to its face value, just 1 cent. But if you find one that's been kept in mint or near mint condition, possibly tucked away in a collector's album or discovered in an unopened roll, its value can skyrocket. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. A 1975 penny graded MS 65 or higher could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Why is this so important? Because the 1975 penny represents a moment frozen in time, a small artifact of American economic history that carries stories of the people who used it and the mint workers who crafted it. Collectors aren't just buying a piece of metal. They're buying history, rarity, and craftsmanship. Interestingly, 1975 was one of the last years the U.S. Mint used primarily copper in pennies before moving to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982 due to rising metal costs. So, the 1975 penny is part of that copper era, which many collectors prefer because of the material's weight and appearance. Now, let's talk about the big question, the price. You might be wondering, okay, I get that it's special, but how much is it really worth? Well, here's the exciting part. While most 1975 pennies are worth only their face value, those in pristine condition, especially with rare mint marks or errors, have been known to sell for as much as $6,500. Yes, you heard that right. $6,500 for a penny. It sounds unbelievable, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. What might seem insignificant to some can be a treasure to others. So, what should you do if you come across a 1975 penny? First, don't toss it aside. Examine it carefully for any unusual marks or features. Check the mint mark, look for sharp details, and consider having it professionally graded if it looks to be in exceptional condition. Even a small detail can make a huge difference. In conclusion, the 1975 USA 1-cent coin is much more than just pocket change. It's a piece of history, a symbol of a changing economy, and a collectible that could be worth thousands if you're lucky enough to find one in excellent condition. Thanks for joining me today on this numismatic journey. If you enjoyed learning about this amazing penny and want to see more coin stories that might surprise you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Welcome to CoinAZ Pulse, your trusted gateway into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and forgotten currency history. From ancient empires to modern rarities, we uncover the stories, values, and secrets behind some of the world's most remarkable coins. Whether you're a collector, a history lover, or simply curious, we bring you well-researched insights, real coin values, and expert commentary you won't find anywhere else. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because every coin has a story, and CoinAZ Pulse is here to tell it. Could a coin from 1990 Poland be worth nearly $9,700 today? That's what some collectors and dealers are claiming about the Polska Poczta Telegraf telephone coin. But how much truth is there to this story? Is this coin truly rare? Or is it just another overhyped collectible? Hey everyone, and welcome back to your channel name, your source for rare coins, world currency, and collector tips. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we've got some exciting treasures to uncover. Today, we're diving deep into a mysterious coin that has become a hot topic in the numismatic community, the 1990 Polish Post, Telegraph, telephone coin. We'll explore its design, history, actual value, and why some versions might just be worth thousands. Let's set the stage. In 1990, Poland was undergoing major changes. The country was transitioning from a communist regime to a democratic government. This transformation impacted every part of society, including the communications sector. To mark this pivotal moment, Poland produced a commemorative piece featuring the words Polska Poczta Telegraf telephone, which translates to Poland Post Telegraph telephone. It was designed to honor the modernization of the country's communication infrastructure, celebrating the legacy of the postal and telecommunication services. During the communist era, all communication systems were state-run. The post, telegraph, and phone networks were symbols of government control, but also of national connection. This coin marked a shift toward modernization and openness. Now let's take a look at the coin itself. On the obverse, you'll see the inscription Polska Poczta Telegraf telephone wrapped around the border in uppercase letters. In the center, there's often a symbolic image, a postal horn, telephone, or telegraph wire, depending on the variant. The reverse side might be plain, or it may feature a Polish eagle or government seal, again depending on the specific version. But here's the catch. This coin isn't an official circulating currency. It's what collectors call a commemorative medal or token. That's why you won't find a denomination on it like zloty or groszy. Alright, let's talk money. How does this coin possibly reach a value of $9,700? First, not all of these coins are created equal. There are two major categories. Mass-produced for collectors, often made of base metals. Value, typically between $5 and $50 depending on condition. Struck in limited quantities, often gifted to government officials or for internal commemorations. Certified and graded by professional services like NGC or PCGS. These are the versions that have sold for $1,000 to $9,700 plus. especially in perfect condition with documentation. Online platforms like eBay are filled with listings that inflate the value of the base metal versions. Just because a coin is listed at a high price doesn't mean it's worth that much. Always check auction history, not asking prices. Think you have one of these coins at home? Here's how to tell if it's the real deal or a common token. If you're looking to buy or sell this coin, here are your best options. Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, Numisbids NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, CoinTalk, Numista. Reddits are /coins. You could be seriously undervaluing a rare piece. So, is the Polska Poczta Telegraph Telephone 1990 coin really worth $9,700? In most cases, no. But in the right material, with proof quality striking, documentation, and grading, it absolutely could be a hidden gem. Make sure to always verify your coins, do your research, and consult with trusted numismatists before selling or buying. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you own one of these coins, and subscribe for more rare coin reviews, market tips, and collector history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hashtag Poland coin, hashtag rare coins, hashtag 1990 coin value, hashtag Poczta Telegraph telephone, hashtag coin collecting, hashtag numismatics, hashtag Polish coins, hashtag silver coins, hashtag coin appraisal, hashtag coin worth 9,700.